Weeknights at 6 with Hot Press, The Rock Report, Radio Nova.
Roisin Dwyer from Hot Press really likes it. And you know what other album she really, really likes? The Wall's brand new album. And I'm delighted to say that both boys are in our studio. Steve and Joe, hello.
Hello. Good evening, Marty.
Welcome back to Radio Nova. So good to see you.
Thanks.
You have been so busy lately. First of all, the album has finally come out. The last time I was talking to you, Steve, this was still very much a work in progress. This has taken 5 or 6 years to get done.
It sure has.
Are you happy with the old finished product now?
I think we are very happy. Yeah, we can finally stop meddling with it.
It's a bit like an elephant's pregnancy. You know the way elephants are pregnant for years,
out.
But at the end of it, you get a really big baby. So it's worth it.
That hopefully will take care of you guys rather than you taking care of it. Because by all accounts, I listened to some of the tracks on the website. But I can't wait. But thank you for bringing it into me. I can't wait to have a sit down like Roisin Dwyer has done. She gave it a serious review in Hot Press today.
That was great. Well, I hope we'll get more reviews like that now. So it's remains to be seen. So this is always the nerve-wracking bit, when you put your baby out there, and
how's the world going to take it?
Yeah, exactly. And then people review it, and you can get people on a bad day or a good day, or you just don't know.
Exactly.
But that's. I suppose.
Well, the thing was, when we started recording the album, we had this sort of a motto that we wanted to make an album that was an album that we'd like to listen to ourselves. We weren't trying to make something that was kind of like perfect for easy listening, perfect for daytime airplay or any of that. We just wanted to make an album that we thought was good. But still, it's hard. It's hard when it's out there to
Why did you approach the previous albums in a different kind of way than if you took this approach on this one?
Maybe it's something that kind of happens over time as you're making music and you're doing it for a long time, that maybe early on you try and in the back of your mind you're thinking about what other people like to hear and satisfy them, and you bow to those pressures. But I think when you're doing it for a long time, you start to kind of realise that you're better off to follow your own instinct and make music that you like yourself. Do you know what I mean? And take that approach. I
think maybe even if you look at Springsteen and what he's done with that new Wrecking Ball album, it's just something that he's gone out there to do. He enjoyed putting it together, and now it's just been jumping up the charts in the States and stuff like that. It's gone incredibly well.
I only know the single from it.
We take care of our own, yeah.
Yeah, and it's typical Springsteen,
absolutely.
Really, isn't it? It doesn't really depart from the formula.
No, and it's very much, I felt, Springsteen. Rather than E Street Band Springsteen. And then I found out, we had a chat actually here on the radio with Nils Lofgren from the E Street Band, and he was telling us that that's how it started out life. It was a Bruce solo album, and they got involved and he sort of dragged them all in. And anyway, that's how that grew. Anyway, enough about Bruce. Let's talk about Stop the Lights, which I love the name of. We were only talking about this a few minutes ago about Would you stop the lights?
Yeah.
It's just that great phrase from
stop
Ireland,
the lights,
isn't it?
Losing money.
Yeah. That old bunny car game show.
Yeah.
It was a working title for the single Stop the Lights. It started out as a working title, but it just kind of stuck around, and we were actually thinking of changing it for a different title. We didn't actually have anything that was better, but when we got the guys Connor and David involved, who were doing the sleeve, we just told them we have this album. We didn't tell them what the title was, because still up to a couple of months ago we weren't 100% sure what we were going to call it, and we just mentioned in passing we were thinking of calling it Stop the Lights, and they loved it. They just thought it's a really punchy kind of title. So.
What's with all, explain the artwork, because you've got loads of people's half bodies up there. Michael D is up there, your good friend Michael D.
Well, there's photographs of people, I suppose, that
on sticks.
They've all been mounted on sticks, so it looks like an audience,
like a placard. Right.
Us, and I suppose they're people that are family members, our kids, people who have kind of, I suppose, been part of our growing up in ways like but there's people like Peter Sellers in there.
I see that.
Howlin' Wolf, Spike Milligan.
There's a lot of
Michael Collins,
famous Irish people,
Ned Kelly, people I suppose who we'd admire. And
is that Shirley Temple?
No, that's Steve's daughter. That's Steve's daughter, Tucci.
In the hat, yeah.
In the hat, that's my daughter, yeah.
Oh, sorry, right, okay.
And Ava Gardner is in there,
Brilliant.
Classic beauty.
It really it's great, because you guys are in the shadows and you're looking back at the audience. It really is. It's fab looking.
Yeah. I suppose they're all people that have, I suppose, influenced us in some way.
Do you still write songs the way you were telling me before? You write songs, you would go to, say, a library and whip out various books and look for inspiration?
Very, very often if I'm looking for, say, I'm getting stuck, I'll sometimes just do that. I'll pull out random books and I'll flick through it, and sometimes even just the contents. And I might find, say, or a book of short stories or something, or even a book of poetry, and I might just find a phrase or something that kind of kickstarts me again. And maybe, you know, so like, I mean, To the Bright and Shining Sun is the name of a book by an American writer called James Lee Burke.
Okay,
that's actually the name of one of his stories.
So you just saw the title on the spine, didn't you?
I was, you know, and I had the book at home, and I was strumming away, and I had everything written on that song, but I didn't have the lyric for the chorus.
Fantastic.
And I was just tapping away with the foot, strumming the guitar, and I was looking around and looking across the bookshelf, and there it was, To the Bright and Shining, and it fit perfectly with the meter.
So it could have been To the Toilet Door I Go.
It could have been anything, but I wouldn't have used that, you see.
No,
but To the Bright and Shining Sun just sounded right for the whole kind of sensibility of the song.
Great.
So yeah, that's very often it's just a little kind of trick I use to kind of get my head going in another direction.
There's a song on the album called Carrying the Fire, and it kind of came about in a similar sort of way. It's sort of about the kind of history of Irish people and their struggle throughout time. And I wrote that back in 2007. And it was around the time when the Celtic Tiger had truly crashed.
Yes.
And, you know, the recession had kicked in, and it was like serious doom and gloom and bad news at every turn in the media, you know. And
what's changed, Joe?
What's changed?
Yeah. Doom and gloom and every
I know.
flipping...
When you think about it, that's 5 years ago.
Yeah.
But I was staying with a friend in Sligo, and he had a great collection of books in his house. And I went down there to write songs, and I came across some books about Irish history. And I was reading about the famine and the Cromwellian years and the whole thing. And it was interesting to kind of like, it kind of put it in perspective what's going on now, because like the Irish people have come through some bad shit down through the generations and survived it. Yeah. So that was kind of like it was sort of like became the sort of theme of the song that, you know, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, and we'll survive it.
Talking about carrying the fire, I have in front of me Steve and Joe. The walls are here. And can I ask you very quickly, because I've noticed earlier on the Stunning website, the 25th anniversary, that's still going too.
Yeah, the Stunning, it's actually 25 years this year since the Stunning started. So maybe towards the end of the year we might do something, okay. You know. But we just want to get behind this album now, because, you know, the Walls album, because it's probably, we feel it's the best thing we've done to date. I mean, every band says
Can we hear something off it? What are you going to play?
You want to play something live?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
What are you going to do?
Do you want to do the single, an acoustic version of the single?
Excellent.
And actually, the Carrying the Fire song is, everybody says that it reminds them of Bruce Springsteen.
Really?
Interestingly enough. It's the version on the album.
Do you want to do that?
It has we'll just Stop the Lights.
Okay, The Walls, the album is called Stop the Lights. It's out tomorrow, right?
Yeah, tomorrow, yeah. And we, just in case we forget, we're playing Whelan's Dublin on the 29th of March.
You're not going to forget, because we're going to talk about that in a second.
Oh, great. Okay.
Yeah, all right then.
Here we go.
Tell you now, I don't believe in any faith or creed, but I know there have been times someone was watching over me. A close call on the road makes you think about the days. They will come and they will go. It's like I'm walking on a blade. Revelation flashed before my eyes. Now I'm lighter than the wind, lighter than a butterfly. And the rainbows will come and disappear, but where's the pot of gold? And the light in your head won't let it show. My heart is pounding like a drum. I light a cigarette, helmet shaking in my hand. That was the closest yet. I always felt I had 9 lives, but I don't know which one I'm on. gambler with the dice. Will I shoot or will I run? And the rainbows will come and disappear. But where's the pot of gold? And the light in your head won't reappear unless you change the way you look at the world. Change the way you look at the world. And the rainbows will come and disappear. But where's the pot of gold? And the light in your head won't reappear if you don't let it show. And the rain that's running down my face is hiding the tears. And I know I'll escape this lonely place if I change the way I look at the world. Change the way I look at the world. Change the way I look at the world. Change the way I look at the world.
Jesus, that was cooking. Seriously. Yeah.
Cheers, Marty.
That was excellent. Really, really excellent. The Walls here live at Radio Nova. You know what? As soon as we're done here, I'm going to lift that and I'm going to stick it on our Facebook page. Going to link it to your Facebook page.
Great.
That song. That's fantastic.
Great.
Yeah.
Love to hear it. That's
That
the current
sounded
single.
Really, really brilliant. Stop the
Thanks
lights.
a million.
Gig coming up. It's Whelan's March 29th, right?
Yep.
We're totally out of time, but I wanted to really quickly just ask you about the funded thing that you did.
Oh, yeah.
Because I didn't know that happened in this country. The fans can go, pledge
Yeah,
money,
yeah.
and that
Yeah.
worked for you.
Yeah, it was fantastic. We decided kind of late in the day to do it, and we needed to try and raise money just for the whole marketing, promotion end of
Yeah.
it, manufacturing the albums, all that kind of stuff, the artwork and everything. And so we only had about 3 weeks before the release date, and it went really well. We set our target at 10 grand, and if you don't reach your target, you don't get anything. That's the way it works.
Right.
So it just means that if you reach your target, there's more of a likelihood of the thing actually happening. So we exceeded the target. So we raised 12 grand, and in the 3 weeks. So it was fantastic.
Jesus.
And I've been on the site and I've funded some other projects, and it's brilliant.
Oh, yeah.
There's loads of people making documentaries, short movies,
That you can get
art,
involved in.
all kinds of stuff. It's really good.
So the deal was, and if you were to do this again, fans of the Walls could go on, pledge money if you like, and then you could end up going around to the house.
Well,
and do
they get
gigs and stuff
rewards.
like
You know
that.
what I mean?
Okay.
So say
Okay.
the minimum pledge was €10, and you get like a digital download of the album. For 20, you get a signed copy of the album there.
Yeah.
And you also get like a digital download code for a new album that we have of all the Walls rarities, B-sides and everything.
Brilliant.
It's called Folk Music, and it's great.
Okay.
So they get that. And then if it's €30, you get that and a couple of tickets for a gig and a T-shirt. And so, do you know what I mean? It built all the way up to for €1,000 a gig in your house.
Brilliant. That is such a great idea. The Walls are going to be playing live. It's Whelan's, and it's March 29th. And I take it we're going to hear lots of the old stuff and some stuff.
Yeah,
from
we'll
the
be
new
playing
album
a
as
lot of the new album.
Okay, great.
An awful lot from the new album, basically.
I'm going to be
and,
there.
It's the new album's going down a bomb from everyone that's heard it. If anyone wants to check it out, they can go on to thewalls.ie tomorrow. It'll be streaming from there.
Perfect.
And I think it's various other sites. Aircom Music Hub will be streaming it as well, and iTunes and all of them. So tomorrow's a big kick-off day. So
All right. Joe, Steve, The Walls, thank you
Thanks,
so much
Marty.
for coming in.
Thanks,
Thank
Marty.
you for playing. It was fantastic.
thank you.
The Rock Report with Hot Press. Radio Nova.